right, so welcome to Simply Grace Lifestyle. So this video today, I have these items that are sitting here on the counter, and we're gonna figure out what we're making with this. Let me show you what I have. So I have this ground beef. Okay, so we're gonna cook that. I have an onion. I have organic tomato basil pasta sauce. All right, I have some leftover cabbage, so we're going to use this up. And then I have two kinds of cheese. So we have some mozzarella, and then we have some sharp cheddar. What I also have that I need to use up is this puff pastry. Now, this puff pastry, you can use it for sweet things, but you can also use them for savory. So we're going to see what we're going to figure out. We're going to figure out what we're going to do with this. So this video is a part of a collaboration called Quick and Easy Meals, and this is being hosted by myself, Simply Grace Lifestyle, Jean Home Decor and More, and Jennifer at Home. Occasionally we do have my mountain home and kitchen. So this collaboration hashtag is Quick and Easy Meals 26, and that is what I add to the playlist. Let's see what we're gonna do with this, guys. Remember, as in all collaborations, we always practice YouTube etiquette. Also remember that you can always go to the community tab on the Grace Life DIY to find the calendar of collaborations. You can also find it on this channel as well. The calendar of collaborations is listed on the first of the month for the entire month, including the thumbnails. So let's get started. So I chopped up some onion. Of course, we didn't use the whole onion, but I chopped up some onion, and we're gonna come on over here so I can show you. I'm gonna go ahead and get some olive oil. Okay, we're gonna put about a tablespoon, okay? And we're gonna go ahead and place this onion. Lower this a little bit. Then I'm gonna go ahead and place the meat. I'm gonna drop in a little bit of water. Now, this is going to be over a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and start breaking up some of this ground beef. Now, before I continue with this, let me go ahead and we're going to add some salt. Now remember, I'm going to be adding salt and pepper to this as I go. The holes in this, by the way, are very small, so it looks like I'm adding a lot of salt. I'm not. That wasn't even a quarter of a teaspoon, because I have trouble getting these holes are so small. Okay, so I have what I normally add to everything I'm cooking. So we have the salt and pepper. Here we have oregano and Italian seasoning. So most of the time I just have the Italian seasoning, but if I have them both, I will add both. Then we have some garlic. We can never go wrong with lots of garlic. And then we're gonna add some Italian seasoning. Remember to season to taste. Some people don't like that much seasoning, then don't add it. Salt and pepper to taste. Season to taste. I'm gonna add some Knorr. So this is what I'm gonna add, the Knorr. I'm gonna go ahead. I have a big jar in the cabinet. I just use this little one to refill. This is pretty much broken up. I can go ahead and move on over to that spoon. And we absolutely love onions here. If you don't like onions, you can leave those out. All right. Now what I'm also gonna do, while this is cooking, I'm just gonna throw in some of that cabbage. I'm trying to use up what we have, guys. Let me get a napkin. Alright. So this needs to be used up right away. So we're not letting things go to waste. So that's why I brought all these items out. I also add this coleslaw salad. Do you like that crunch? Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and wait for all of this stuff to cook. I'm gonna add a little bit more water, and I'm gonna come back and show you after all of this stuff has cooked down, because we still got some pink over here with this meat, and the cabbage needs to wilt down a little bit, so I'll be back. Okay, so this is cooking down. Okay, we still have some liquid in here, but you know what? That's okay. So we're gonna add some of the sauce. I'm going to say 1/4 of a cup, 1/4 cup. Yeah, that sounds good. All right. I'm going to cook this down a little bit, and then I'm going to check this for some seasoning. Doesn't that look delicious? I love vegetables, so all right, let's cook this down some, because we don't want this liquidy when we're working with this puff pastry. All right, I'm gonna lower this some, let this cook, I would say about 15 minutes, and then we'll come back and check it. Okay, so this is what we're looking like. Doesn't that look absolutely delicious, guys? Look at this. Looks absolutely delicious. Now I'm going to unroll this and figure out what we're gonna do. I'll be right back. Okay, so when you unroll it, this is what it looks like. I think this is gonna come out. I think this is gonna come out great. I haven't used it in a while. And we're gonna put in the center some meat. The meat mixture. It looks so delicious, guys, and it tastes so amazing. Okay, so the leftover meat will not go to waste. Okay, so we are good. So I found another bag of mozzarella cheese in there. This is not gonna go to waste. So we're going to add all the cheese that's left in here. Now Matthew loves cheddar cheese. He's not a fan of mozzarella, but I am. And since both of us are gonna have this, I'm adding both. Hope he likes it. If not, I'll leave it. Okay, so here we go. All right, so that's a lot of cheese. Okay. Now, he loves the sharp cheddar. So we are gonna add some of that. Now, I'm gonna lift this up off the paper, been a while since I used this. I think that I might have mentioned that. All right. We're gonna fold this side over. Then we're gonna pick it up on this side and fold this side over. Okay, the oven is ready. I have it set for 350 degrees. And, all right, so I have to fold it over like it is here. It is probably because the temperature is so warm. All right, so I'm just going to squeeze that like this. Do the same thing on this side. I don't want anything oozing out. Now we're gonna move on over here where I have sprayed this pan. I ran out of aluminum foil how to spray the pan. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this in here, guys, and I'll be right back. All right, so it's very sticky. I guess you gotta take it out of the refrigerator right when you're getting ready to unravel it. So lesson learned, guys. So I don't see why I can't go ahead and put maybe some slits here. I'm sorry, that's Nina coughing. Okay, I don't see why. This way it gives the puff pastry, you know, it lets the steam out. And I also don't see why I can't just add a little bit more meat, okay, to this, and cheese while this is cooking. Remember, this is my first time doing this, and I think it looks and tastes amazing. So we'll do both cheeses. Now I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna put it in the oven. Like I said, I preheated the oven for 350 degrees. Okay, I'm gonna check this. We're gonna check it first at 15 minutes, and then I'll go like every 5 minutes after. I don't want this puff pastry to get too brown. So in the oven it goes, guys. This is what it's looking like. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Okay, guys, so look at this. It looks amazing. I can't wait to try it, but this is really hot. We're gonna wait till this cools off, then I'll cut it and show you how it came out and how it tastes. Okay, so I'm sorry for the noise in the background. I have a pot over here simmering with something else. So let's go ahead and slice this. I'm just gonna go down the middle. So who says you can't use a puff pastry to make a savory dish? This looks absolutely amazing. There you go. This is what it's looking like. Let me cut a tiny piece here. Oh, wow. This looks amazing, guys. Okay. Let me just taste this real quick. Look Look at that. Looks delicious. It needs to cool off a little bit more, guys. It tastes absolutely delicious. Lots of cheese, and I would make this again. Looks delicious. Tastes delicious. All right. Let's head on over to the reveal.